Hi, hello, welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, welcome to my channel. I have finally hit 100 subscribers, which was a goal of mine. Sorry, the sun is so bright right now. But that was a goal of mine. It was a short-term goal, and I'm so excited that I finally reached it. And just to say thank you so much for subscribing and sticking around. I know 100 doesn't seem like a lot in the scheme of some of the other bigger YouTubes you might watch, but it definitely means a lot to me. And I am so thankful for each and every one of you for making this little dream of mine start to come true. And I just want to share some cool plants with you today. So I did do some plant shopping. I'm going to show you some footage of my plant shopping and the little adventures we went on. I went to 2 different Lowe's, 2 different Home Depots, and went to 2 local greenhouses. So I'm going to show you what I ended up buying, and it'll just be a fun little planty day and a shopping vlog for a big thank you for 100 subscribers. Oh, they have the big white ghost cactus, big pots of them, and they are on sale for $19.99. They have a good amount of them. These H2O's leaf joys, they have these little baby ones. These Aglaonema are so pretty. Oh my goodness, look at how bright pink they are. So cute. They have some little Adansonii and some little Calatheas. They have this really nice Anthurium Heart's Desire, which I think is Anthurium Silver Blush, and it's even got a new leaf coming in. Some variegated Hoya macrophylla, some Crimson Queens, some Ficus shibriana. They have these Hoya ring sand, and look at the size of this leaf on this Hoya ring sand. They have this really cool long leaf Tradescantia, some Syngonium, milk Syngoniums, milk confetti, the ones with that pink splash. And they also have these really bright pink Syngoniums. Also, they have these really beautiful Monsteras, and they're in this really cool pot with a stand. And they are on sale for $25, which is a steal, I think, for the pot and the stand alone. They have these beautiful philodendron gloriosums. Some of them look a little damaged, but some of the leaves look pretty nice. I don't have a philodendron gloriosum, but they are really pretty. I can definitely appreciate them. Guys, look, some more Quinquenervia. Oh my goodness, this is one of my all-time favorite Hoyas. If you don't have this Hoya, you need to get this Hoya. Some more ring sand, some more Quinquenervia right here. And then they have some Philodendron Vietiers, which I also love. That is a philodendron that I absolutely adore. And they have some Philodendron Squamiferums, which I don't have, but this is one that I would definitely keep because look at the fuzzy petioles on this guy. So freaking cute. They have some Tortums and some more Calathea prayer plants, Satanthe. I think these ones are Satanthe. Some Ring of Fire, some really big Alocasia, and they do have really big Tycons over there. These Tycons look really nice. I don't know the price on these, but let me see. They're pretty massive. They are $45. $45 for these big Tycons. I also have this smaller pot of Tycon, and this one's only $29. They do have some pink princess philodendrons with some nice variegation. They also have this Abopoensis, which I actually don't know anything about this plant, but I do think it's really beautiful. If you know anything about this plant, let me know because I wouldn't mind adding that to my collection. I think it's really freaking beautiful. It almost looks fake, like the leaves and the silver on it. Then like the purple backs of the leaves. It's just a super cool looking plant. They have some nice Hoyas. They have Hoya Choke, Hoya Rosita. They have some nice Fichyis and the variegated Bertoniae, the Carnosa Freckles. And they have a nice big pot of the variegated corncob cactus, which is super cool. That one does not look so hot. Some more Tycons, and then this little crested Opuntia, which I think is really cool looking. They do have some more of the Crassy Petiolata Splash round leaf, which I did purchase here. I think it's really cool looking. I have this Vang Viensis Vang Vietnamese, which is one that has been on my wish list, but this one is soaking wet and really, really sad looking. And it definitely smells extremely rotted, so that's unfortunate. I also have this really nice Alocasia sinuata, which is a really beautiful alocasia. I don't know, it's very fluffy, pillowy. I think is super cool looking. We're at Lowe's now, and they have some really cool plants at Lowe's too. Have some of the beautiful different Bacchias that I ended up getting on clearance. This one's a little different. I kind of like the variegation on this one. It's really cool looking. They have some fiddle leaf figs, some monsteras, and then they have all of these clearance orchids. Yeah, don't sleep on clearance orchids because 90% of the time it's just the blooms that are dead, not the plant. I have this really nice Haworthia on clearance, and I'm digging this pot. I honestly really love this, and that one might need to come home with me just because I love the pot and the plant is totally healthy and fine. Really big silver band Maranta on clearance, and it's in a really stunning pot as well. It just has some crispy edges, but the plant seems totally healthy and fine. And oh my gosh, they have the plant in a pink pot as well on clearance, and some Hoya lacunosas. They have this really nice basket of Syngonium, and this one is only $16.98. That's like a really nice basket of Syngonium. We also have this massive Black Pagoda lipstick plant for $21. This thing is absolutely massive. These Ring of Fires are really nice looking, and some Tortums, and then they also have some Ficus Audrey down there, which is really cute. I love, love, love Ficus Audrey. And they actually have some really nice Apiscias. Oh my gosh, I love Apiscias. This is a massive Apiscia plant. Look at how freaking cute those little blooms. I think this one's a different Bacchia, but this one is really pretty as well. They have some Silver Bay Aglionema. Little $5 plants. They actually have a couple little Marantas, these little pink polka dot plants, and then this little Hylia. This, I think it's called Dark Lord or something. Dark Mystery. I don't know. This one is really cool looking to me. I personally think this is such a neat looking Kylia. It almost looks like a dragon's tail. Also have these really beautiful Rex begonias. Look at how freaking cute this Rex begonia is. It has some pretty nice variegated Mandula pothos. These ones are pretty cute. These were $8.98. This little lemon lime Maranta, and it is blooming so cutie. Do have some Hoya curtisii, but the leaves are yellowing. They had another one down here, but the leaves are yellowing on that one too. Yeah, I'm not sure. I think they might have just been a little overwatered. Here's another one of the giant Black Pagoda lipstick plants. Some really cute little money trees, and they have these really awesome Scindapsus. I don't know much about Scindapsus, so I'm not sure which variety, but yeah, they're really, really beautiful. Some more different Bacchia, some sago palms. You just have to be really careful with sago palms because they are extremely toxic, and not just toxic, like will irritate your pet and kids if they eat it, like actually could kill somebody. And then this snake plant, this is such a cool looking snake plant. Look at how freaking beautiful the variegation is on that snake plant. I am in love with that. Okay, so it is another day and we are at one of my local greenhouses again. So yeah, let's go see what they have in here. And I think that we're gonna pick up something that I saw the other day. Okay, so I'm not sure if we're gonna end up getting the thing that I came for because it's kind of depressed looking now from when I was here last week. It doesn't look like anybody's watered it since I was here last week. We'll see. But let's see what else this place really has. Nice Marantas, which are kind of calling my name. The Kim Maranta, if you don't know, this is the Kim Maranta. This giant Maranta is only $14.99. This is such a beautiful plant. I also have these massive Cissus discolors that are $21.99. They were on sale the other day when I was here, but I don't see the sale sign anymore, so I'm not sure if they're not on sale anymore. I have some of the Pilea spruciana, which I love. I did a video on the other day. just a little short. I think they're so cool. They look like little alien eggs or like dinosaur eggs or something. They're so cool. We have some more of the flame violets, which I am always tempted by because I think they are such beautiful plants. The Apiscias, yeah, so beautiful. They come in all kinds of different colors. I have one that's this hot pink color. I have these massive hanging baskets of heartleaf philodendron and philodendron micas. Some Hoya crimson queens and some princess. And then looks like they have some like puba calyx or just regular carnosa, I'm not sure. They have some syngonium confettis. This one has a nice big splotchy piece of pink that's really cute. They have this philodendron, I'm not sure. One of the maybe Yopii or something, I'm not sure. I'm not as familiar with philodendron. They're not my favorite plants in the world. A couple little mini Hoya compactas. Some more syngoniums. This bright pink one is really pretty. Small little pots of Scindapsus for $3.99, which is really cute. Love. Okay, so I did go to another local nursery. I did not film in there because I was literally the only person in there, and there were like 3 employees walking around like watering all the plants and taking care of them, and I didn't want to be weird and film myself talking about plants when I was literally the only person in there. But I did score and I got 2 plants in there that I thought were really cool. One that I have had before and just let die, and I was really sad. I didn't really love it the first time I had it, but then when I didn't have it anymore, I kind of regretted it, and I absolutely have been looking for another one. It's just a very simple plant, but I really missed having it in my collection. And then I got another one that I have never had before, so we'll see, but I'm really excited about. It's been one that I've been contemplating getting for about a year, and it was only 10 bucks, so I did it. So let's head over to my local Lowe's and see what they have. We're at Lowe's now, and they do have these really nice puba calyx on a trellis. They're very splashy. They're only $19.99. I'm still looking for the Parasitica black margin on a trellis, but none of the Lowe's I've been to have had them. A ton of these Hoyas on a trellis, these puba calyx. That's actually really awesome. They have a ton of them, and they're throwing off nice little vines. I love these pots. Oh my goodness, these hanging baskets are so freaking cute. Love these pots. They're $24.99 or $24.98. Don't really necessarily want any of the plants that are in them, but I really do love them. I have this really beautiful Homelonema and some Aglaonemas that have some bird poop on them. This Ficus chivriana is really cute in the little grayish purple pot. Some ZZ plants that look really nice. They do have some of the little olive trees that are trellised back there. Those are really cute. Here are some African violets. I love African violets. I used to have a couple. I don't anymore, but I like the ones that have like the little ruffly flowers. I think are so cute. This one that's purple with the white trim, that one is so cute. They also have the really big pagoda black lipstick plants and some sick looking Curtisias. They do have some Burtonay though. That one's nice. I like the Burtonay. It is a prolific bloomer in my collection. It never stops blooming. Massive staghorn fern in the $20 baskets, and some Apiscias. And this one is throwing off really cute little pink flowers. I just love Apiscias. I think they're so freaking pretty. They have a couple of them. This little pot with this little money tree. I love this little speckly pot. It almost looks hand done. It almost looks like hand pottery. I think it's so cute with the little money tree. That is such a cute little combination. Obsessed. Some blue star ferns and some nice Maranta basket. Here is one of the very few ferns that I like. It is called a rabbit foot fern because of these little rhizomes that come out and kind of grab the pot that almost look like little rabbit's foot. It's one of the only ferns that I truly like. Really nice ruby Ficus elastica, some ruby rubber trees, some fiddle leaf figs. Don't sleep on this section because this is where they have some really cute little plants for kind of cheap. Like you can get a little prayer plant here for like $5. These little mini peace lilies get me every time because I don't know what it is about how small they are. It's just adorable. You can get some little Dieffenbachias. This one is absolutely beautiful. All kinds of little plants here for like $5. Tons of these money trees and some orchids. The white orchids with the purple spots are like some of my favorite orchids. They even have like a yellow one back there, which I don't really see very often. But all of these like purpley white ones are like some of my favorite orchids. I love orchids. And then they still have this little grassy petiolata that was here the other day when I was here. And then some Kamingiana, which is one of my favorite Hoyas. It grows so fast. I personally like it without the trellis. I still don't see any parasitica black margins, but these pubicalyx are just so freaking cute. To check the little shelves by the register because they have some really cute ones like this silver band maranta, some strawberry begonias, some little pink syngonias. They have a lot of the maranta silver band, and then this Scindapsus exotica. I also have some of these calatheas. This is one of my favorite calatheas. It's like the little peacock calathea. They have a couple different kinds of calatheas. They have one up here, and then some nice little hanging baskets. In the clearance section, they do have some more of the Dieffenbachias that I got the other day. I got one. They're regular $23, but it rang up on clearance for like $8. They're really beautiful, and there's really not much wrong with them other than you got to trim a couple little dead leaves off the bottom. They do have some really nice orchids, which tempt me every time, but there's only so many orchids a girl can have, and my variegated orchid is not doing so hot right now, so I want to fix that. And then this little bromeliad, which is super cute. I don't have any bromeliads. I don't know why they don't really call to me, but they are really pretty. I just don't personally want to own any at the moment. This also has this kind of snake plant. If you know what kind of snake plant this is, let me know. I'm not very well versed in snake plants, but I really like this one with the little variegated outside. I think is really cute. They have some more Dieffenbachias. I do have this type of snake plant at home. Here is why you shouldn't sleep on your little $5 section, because look at these little neon pothos for $5. That's a really great find. And then they have some Phottonias, which I love Phottonias. I don't care what anybody says. I think they're so cute. Like, look at those little speckled leaves. So I'm at Home Depot now, and they have some of the milk syngoniums I really like. They have some cute little cactus here, and then they have these like little euphorbias. They have a Madagascar palm in their cactus section, this big old golden barrel cactus. They're on sale for $19.99. Some more little succulents, some of the little living stones or lithops, super cool. Some more aloe, some little string of bananas. I have these massive alocasia, I think maybe Regal Shield or something, for $19.99. And these giant snake plants for $30. They have some little false saguaro cactuses, which are so freaking cute. I love that. They actually have a couple of them there. Some philodendron tortum, some burgundy rubber plants, some burgundy ficus, these gorgeous long alocasias. The leaves on these things are so big. They're so cute. These anthuriums in the globes, which I really want one, but I don't want to pay $30 just because it's in a globe, because I would totally put it in soil. Silver peperomias, which I actually really want one of these. I think they're so cute. Peperomias are another one that people seem to not like that I really enjoy. So actually at one of my local grocery stores right now. Let me show you what they have plant-wise. They don't have much, but they have a couple cute little Costa Farms. Epiprimnum panatum albo, but they do have it listed as a Cobra monstera, which is this plant. This one is different. This is the Epiprimnum. Then they have some Adansonii and some philodendrons. They do have the Thai constellations here as well. And this one is a really pretty one. This is the Silver Streak pothos. I really do like this pothos. I used to have one. I don't anymore. It didn't make it through my pregnancy neglect. But I'd love to get another one. Then they have the Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, the mini monstera. The constellation has seriously some of the cutest little marbling. I really like this one. They're $24.99. I do really like this one. This one's kind of tempting me, but I don't really want another monstera. It's really nice. It's the Pariso Verde. The variegation on this one is really nice. And then they have the lemon lime maranta and this Scindapsus exotica, which has been tempting me since I saw it here last week. The sun's starting to go down a little bit, so it's not quite as bright in my face anymore. But yeah, let me show you what I ended up getting at the first Home Depot that I went to. This was over a span of 2 different days. So on the first Home Depot that I went to on day 1, I ended up finding this Ripsalis, Baxifara, something, I don't know how to pronounce it. I'll put it up on the screen. But this is a Ripsalis, something horrida, which basically is the mousetail cactus, which is very similar to the rat tail cactus, except this is not an actual cactus. This is a Ripsalis. But this was on my list, and I ended up finding this for like $8.98 in the little low light plant section, which I don't know why they have it labeled as low light. It is not a low light plant. But yeah, this little Ripsalis, this mousetail, and I am so excited that I ended up finding this. This has been on my wish list as well, and the Home Depot near me never ever has anything like this. So yeah, my little mousetail. Okay, and then I went to a local greenhouse that I saw this plant at the other day, and I said if I got to 100 subscribers, I would purchase it, and that is this massive begonia. Oh my gosh, look at the size of this Rex begonia. This thing is literally big enough that it should be paying rent to live in my house. The leaves are like the size of my head. I am so obsessed with this. And funny story, if you watched the whole vlog, you would see that I said when I went back for it that I didn't think I would get it because it looked really sad. It looked like it hadn't been watered. Well, they had it sitting next to the pond, and they had a hose right there. So I hurried up and watered it. And then I had some other places that I needed to go. And I said, you know what? If I come back after I run my other errands and it's perked up, I will get it. And sure enough, it's a begonia. It was just being dramatic from not being watered. It completely perked up, and I am so happy about this plant. Oh my gosh, I am in love with it. I am such a begonia girly. It's got flowers on it. It's just so beautiful. Like, oh my gosh, how stunning. How stunning. How do you say no to a begonia this size? Oh my gosh. Okay, so then the next little local greenhouse I went to, I was literally the only person in there, and there were a bunch of employees like taking care of the plants and like watering plants and stuff, and they were like, oh, do you need anything? So they already noticed that I was there, and I didn't want to be the weirdo in public filming herself if I was the only person in there. I don't mind being the little weirdo filming herself in public if there's like other people and I'm not quite the center of attention. But yeah, so I did not film in there, but I did end up getting something. I got 2 things actually. The first one is this little Norfolk pine, which I think is so cute. I love the growth pattern on it. I've wanted a Norfolk pine for probably about a year now, and any that I've seen, I just didn't like the way that they had started growing, or I don't know, I just didn't like them. But this one I really liked, and I liked the way that it was kind of bald down here and bushy up top. It kind of looks like a little mini forest, and I think that she's just so cutie. And so yeah, I ended up getting her. I don't know anything about Norfolk pine. Like I said, I've never owned one. So if you have a Norfolk pine and you have any pointers for me, go ahead and leave it down below in the comments, because I'd love to know what you guys think about this plant. I think it's really cute, and I'm kind of excited to try something new. And then something else that I got is a plant that I've already had in my collection before, but as I mentioned in another video, when I was pregnant, I had hyperemesis, so I was really sick all the time. Certain smells, literally just, it was more than morning sickness. I was like hospitalized and everything. Anyway, besides the point, a lot of my plants suffered a lot of neglect because of my hyperemesis that I was struggling with, and a lot of them just died off. I was really only taking care of the plants that meant the most to me or were my absolute favorites at the time. So this plant that I had before, it definitely got neglected, and I killed it off. And I wasn't really sad about it at first, but looking back, it was kind of one of my favorite plants. It's such a simple plant, but it actually was one of my favorites. I really loved it. I really enjoyed it, and I was really sad that it was gone. And so I have been looking for another one, but it is this oxalis. I don't know which species of oxalis it is or anything, but it's got these like purple burgundy like miniature leaves, and then these bright little yellow flowers, which I think is just like such a cute little combination. I don't know. It's a lot smaller than like a regular oxalis that you'd see like for like my brain for St. Patrick's Day. Oh my goodness. So it's definitely different, but it is just the cutest little oxalis. And the one I had was getting really bushy and it was kind of trailing down and it looked really cute. So this one I ended up getting because it was only like $5. And I was so excited to have one. And then my last little find was just a little grocery store find. It's this little silver begonia, which I just think is so cute. Just another type of Rex begonia. I really love begonias. But yeah, this one's just silver and really beautiful. It came with this little ceramic pot, and I just am obsessed with the silver leaves. I think that begonias are just so beautiful and underrated, to be honest. But yeah, this was just my little grocery store find. So those were my plants from my little plant haul. I hope that you enjoyed, and thank you again so much for 100 subscribers. I know I'm more than 100 now, but this video I started filming once I hit 100, and I am just so thankful for each and every one of you. And let's see what our next goal is. I'm hoping to maybe hit 500 before the end of the year, but I feel like that might be an overachieving goal, but we'll see. If I reach 500 by the end of the year, I might do another special kind of video. I don't really want to do a lot of plant shopping videos because I feel like a lot of YouTubers do that, and I feel like it can definitely lead to overconsumerism. The reason I have so many plants is because I stay home all day. I don't work, I don't have a job. I'm a stay-at-home mom. So my job is taking care of my kids and my plants. So I don't want to make other people feel bad that they don't have as many plants, or that it's also why I really only buy plants that are like common, or plants that you can find in big box stores. Or if I do have like more rare plants, I don't really talk about them quite as often because I want to be able to reach out to just like the normal consumer, the normal planty person, somebody who may not know a lot, or who bought a really cool plant that they're so excited about, but they got it for like $20. I feel like there's a lot of stigma around big box store plants, and I can see the points that supporting local greenhouses and stuff, but some people just don't have the finances to do that. Some people don't have the means to do that, or they live in a small town. I live in a small town. We don't have a lot of local greenhouses, and so sometimes the big box stores are our only options. But yeah, I just want to make sure that I can target everybody and every audience. I know some of the YouTubers that I was watching, they either only do shopping videos, or they really only talk about plants that they spent lots of money on that are nowhere on my radar, because personally I will never spend more than like $30 or $40 on a plant. I think is like my absolute max that I'll spend on a plant, because I just know that if I spend $100 on a plant, by next year it's going to be reproduced by big sellers and it's going to be available in a big box store for $20. So yeah, I just personally, I don't think that I need to be spending that much money on plants, and I do have other responsibilities, other priorities. So yeah, I hope that this video just reaches the correct audience, and I'm not saying that you shouldn't splurge. If you want to splurge on a plant, that's 100% on you, and you can do that. I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. I just feel like we have a lot of that in the plant community, and I want to be more down to earth and talk about plants that are easily accessible to people. So yeah, that little rant is over. Thank you so much for subscribing, and if you aren't subscribed, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Hit the little bell notification so you don't miss any future uploads. I post a short or multiple shorts every single day, and I'm going to try and do weekly long form videos. I'm going to try and film at least one a week, so hopefully you'll be seeing a lot of me. So yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye.